July 26th. Yesterday we went to Cheyenne Frontier Days and went to the rodeo and the PBR, and then didn't get home till about 1 o'clock last night. We headed out to the field at 11 o'clock today. We did get to combine a little bit. We do still have 2 fields that are green and waiting on them too. Supposed to start storming tomorrow, so hopefully that holds off and it gets hot and this green can leave us alone and we can get home soon. But yeah, that is what we are waiting on right now. I've been running combine whenever Cole has to take off to the elevator today, and now we have the 2 trucks full, so myself and him will be heading into the elevator to dump the last 2 loads for today, and then we're off to the camper for the night. So that is what we are up to. So hopefully the weather does not do what they're saying and we can get these 2 done tomorrow, but not sure about that either because they definitely are still wet, so we'll see what happens.
Today is July 26th, and we're still on the farmer that is doing all the trucking, so I still have some time off. So today I'm using it to watch my goddaughters. So this is Brielle, and then Skyla and Regan are playing on the cars. They're driving around over here. So their mom is a vet, and so she went in to do a surgery this morning. So I have the girls for about 2 or 3 hours. And so here comes Miss Skyla. So we had a good day in Billings yesterday with Chelsea. We went and did some fun stuff in town, and then basically spent the whole day in town. And then today I am watching the girls and just enjoying my pretty much, I think, my last day off. So I'm hoping tomorrow we'll be up on the bench and getting going pretty hot and heavy up there, and we'll be back hauling with our trucks, and so everybody will be very busy.
It's day 41. Day 41 of the 2022 wheat harvest. I am headed out to the field. I don't know if we'll cut or not. Yesterday, Jim did maintenance on the combine, and I took time to get some bills and stuff taken care of. Some just paperwork and catch up is what needed to be done yesterday. So that was my day yesterday. It is a gorgeous 75 degrees in Jordan, Montana, and a perfect day to get equipment moved around, and we'll see if anything gets started today. Jim took the combine ahead of me, and I quickly made some lunches and got my mail to the post office. So I am running behind. I'm about a half hour later than I should have been, but it all, just like I've said, it all takes time. Horizon, if you can see it through all the bumps, is Smoky Butte. This is lentils. Lentils, you know, like lentil soup. These are still pretty green. But we'll combine these too when they're ready. What may have been just spewing from that spot?
That's where it was leaking, and I gotta tighten it up just a hair. I guess start it up again and swing it again.
Okay. Started at regular time. Yesterday it was late afternoon by the time we finally got out here to the field. So hopefully, well, and then as you saw in my last night's video, we had an oil leak, but it was minor. It was just a plug or something that had loosened up, so it was squirting oil all over the place. So hoping today will be a full day without any issues. But isn't that what we always hope for? Good morning. It's day 43 of 2022 wheat harvest. And I'm sitting in a spot where most kids love to be, but most like to be laying inside of them. The big tire of the combine. And I'm sitting here looking at the field that we just finished yesterday and moved across the road to where we're at, and we'll get finished today. The past 2 days have been awfully nice as far as temperature goes. Sounds like though it's going to gradually get back to summertime heat with a high of about 105 on Monday. So that'll be a good scorcher. And not sure what's beyond that. But whatever needs to ripen up will certainly get done then. That's the field that we finished yesterday. It's fun to see all the little knobs and the hills that we went up and over. And this is the field that we'll get finished today. How big this field is.
Today is July 28th and we are cutting up on the bench. Finished down in the valley a couple days ago, so we got everything moved back up here. We are in some really great wheat. It's making like 65, 70. This is dry land, so that's exceptional. They had some really great rains this year that were just perfect timing to make a really great crop. So we are hauling into an elevator in town. They actually own an elevator themselves, so it's about 30 miles. So we've got some fun rock roads to go down, but we've been keeping up so far. We've got 3 of our trucks running. The farmer has one of his trucks. He's got a train, and so we've got 4 going. And so far the combines have not had to set. That might change. We've got some road construction going on down towards Hardin that we've been hitting the stoplights, and so we've been sitting for about 10 minutes or so, so hopefully they can hit those just right and keep us going. But thus far the combines have continued to cut and we haven't had any issues with that. So that is what has been going on the last few days here with DeBock Harvesting.
July 29th, we are still in Hemingford, Nebraska. We got about 1.5 inches of rain 2 days ago. We are hoping that it will go today, but not promising. But we're here filling up the semis at the fuel station. Cole is driving that one, and I'm driving that one, filling these up in our pickup. So hopefully when we're done, we can get loaded and we can head to North Dakota, but not promising if we'll get going, but we'll let you know. Just got done doing a pre-trip of my truck, and I found out that one of my tires on my trailer is flat. So headed to the farmer's yard to get our service truck, and now I am filling up the tire. Cole is trying it right now, and it's very borderline, so we might get to go. Stay tuned and see if we get to finish. Update, it is too wet, so I just went and got the cart to go dump the combine on it for the night, and Cole just took off with my semi to go get the tire fixed at the tire shop because I have something in it and it is not even holding air long enough for me to even fill it. So he's off to fix that, and I am off to go empty his combine. And then we're gonna finish organizing that service truck. We did the one half the other day, and now we're gonna do the other half. That's how bored we are. So that is what we are up to.
Today is July 29th, and we've been going hot and heavy for about a week now, and we were about to run out of all things to do with lunches, and we are about 30 miles from town, so you can't just run in from the campers. So this morning, since the elevator that we haul to is in town, I just decided to run to the store after I dumped my truck from last night. So I've got all sorts of groceries and stuff in the truck, and it's been staying cool enough. I mean, it's not refrigerator cold, but it will do. But we had to get some lunch meat and bread and mayonnaise, and so basically all that type stuff. I always stock up on the sandwich or the chips and little snacks like that, so I always usually have bulk of that, but I don't have enough for like sandwiches and things like that, so I like to get that fresh. So we had to get that done this morning, so we're driving around with our groceries all day, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
July 30th, I am just waiting for my semi to air up, and then I am off to the field. Cole just took off to go try it again, and we tried it earlier today and it was still too wet, so hopefully we can go. We did pick up a little bit more work this morning, so looks like we'll be here a couple more days, but I guess we would just be sitting at home doing nothing too, so I guess work is good. So that is what we're up to, so just hopefully we can start working. That's all. Yep, hopefully. 31st. We got going really early this morning, actually. It was about 9 o'clock and I was cutting already. We dropped Cole off at his semi at the elevator, and then me and the hired hand ran out to the fuel station and filled our service truck up with some fuel. Came out here, parked that, got in my combine, and I have been combining ever since. So hopefully we have a really good day and we should get close to finishing today. If not, for surely tomorrow, and we'll get loaded tomorrow, and for surely you'll be able to leave hopefully by the next day. So that is the wishful goal right now, so we'll see how it goes. But right now I am combining on some bad wheat right now. The area got hit with frost this spring, and then a massive hailstorm went through, I believe they said in June. So the crops around here are not very good. Feel bad for all the farmers around here because they got hit with the frost and with the hail. So, but these fields are good enough to cut, so we are cutting away, and hopefully we will wrap it up here soon. Hi guys, it's August 1st. We should finish up today in Hemingford and be loaded at a decent time today. We just have two or three fields left for this farmer and 2 little patches left for the other farmer. And then we will be settling up with the farmers and paying up all our bills this afternoon and hopefully get loaded tonight and be on the road early morning. But right now I am feeling hydraulic oil in my header, because yesterday when I was combining along, whenever I'd go downhill, my knife would stop on my header, which that's normally a good indication that your MacDon is low on hydraulic oil. So right now I am filling that up. Cole is driving around with the farmer to look at the last couple fields, and then we'll get going. Our hired hand is off to Scotts Bluff to grab an alternator for my truck because it doesn't like to start anymore. So hopefully that's what it is, and that fixes the issue and we can get home smooth sailing, and we can be home tomorrow. And I can't wait to see my children, so I am excited to get home. Okay, we're ready to cut. You put your header at cutter level, and it should be halfway up the sight glasses on the header. Looking good, so ready to roll. We are finished in Hemingford. I am off to go dump the last of the wheat on that, and we have 1 load to take into the elevator. And now I'm waiting on the header trailer to get here so I can put my header on and we can go to the farmyard and blow everything off and get everything loaded and then get on the road tomorrow. Blowing off equipment is by far the worst part of our job, but it's definitely something that has to be done due to mixing weeds from state to state. Like, one of the big weeds that farmers don't like is rye, and especially going from state to state and bringing different weeds, we have to blow everything off to haul it. So that is what we're doing right now. And yes, it's not a fun job at all. I feel disgusting. Can't wait to go shower, but time to get the combine done. Woohoo!
August 1st, and I'm still trying to figure out what happened to the whole month of July. It has gone so fast, I couldn't believe it. We are still cutting up on the bench here in Hardin, Montana, and they should probably finish tomorrow. If we get a good day in today, they should probably finish tomorrow afternoon. So we had some visitors at the field yesterday. Laramie and Daisha brought Daisy out to see Levi while he's been here helping us. He came up last week to drive one of the trucks while we're up here. So he's been here with us. I think he's going to head home tomorrow. But since they came, we got to see little Daisy again, and she is just absolutely adorable. We really enjoyed getting to see her. We also had a non-exciting field visitor. We had a little rattlesnake that was at my truck, or by my truck, while we were servicing up. Dalton found it, and he was checking tires, and he's actually quite big. So luckily nothing happened, and he stayed in that hole, and we never saw him again. But so you always have to be kind of cautious when you're walking around your trucks and things. You never know what you might find. The day before, we checked my oil, and when I had the hood down, there was a rat in there. So luckily none of my wires or anything were chewed up, but just up here on the bench, the critters are trying to find somewhere cooler and in the shade. There's no shade trees up here, so they're just trying to find anywhere they can to get out of the sun. So unfortunately that happened to be our truck. So always have to be cautious when we're servicing up and make sure we look before we stick our hands places. But we are not exactly sure where we're going yet after here. I think our farmer wants us to help him down more in the valley, so we may go back down there to do some more irrigated stuff. If not, we could possibly be going to Havre. Still haven't heard from our farmer there, so not sure. If we don't go there, then we will be headed into North Dakota. The kids will actually start school there. They start the 23rd of August, and so we'll be happen to get up there anyway for that stuff. So if that's the case, they will be ready for that. I can't believe that they're already talking about school. Boys start football. Colston's going to be in 8th grade, and Riggin will playing his first year of tackle football. They don't start football there in North Dakota till 5th grade. So we're looking forward to watching him play as well. So we'll be interesting trying to figure out how to watch two boys play a game each week, because Mom does not like to miss games. So Dad's just going to either have to figure it out and work on his own, or we'll park him for a while and go watch the game and come back. So we'll see how things play out. But that is what's going on here in Hardin, Montana with DeBock Harvesting.
47. We were supposed to be off work today, but got the call last night, about 9, that we needed to go out to cut. So back roads of Montana. And it looks like today we got a fire truck out here with us. The wind is blowing like crazy, and it's supposed to be 105 degrees today, so fingers crossed that we don't have to use that thing. This is a firefighting rig. Well, I learned this morning that the wheat that we cut, the spring wheat that we cut a couple days ago, was a recrop. And this stuff that we're cutting today is summer fallow. And look at the heads on these, on this. This is beautiful, beautiful spring wheat. So I expect it to yield better. But we'll soon find out what we've got ahead of us. Montana wheat fields are completely different than anything that most of the harvesters have cut down south. Even the edges of the field, it's pretty western. If you haven't had the experience in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, as far as opening up a field, and you started out as a rookie combine operator in Montana, either A, you'll be well seasoned by the time it's over, or B, you'll be ready to quit because of the rocks, the ditches. This is not Nebraska, Kansas wheat fields. Not saying that I'm a perfect combine operator by any means, but I'm telling you what, if you're a rookie combine driver, I feel for you. It's not an easy cut. Jim is in dire need of a haircut, and that was the one thing that we were going to try to get done today. Laundry get caught up on, but I can do that. I can do that in the mornings. Plans change. Remember what I said earlier? You don't have plans at harvest time, you have goals. Anyways, this field that we've been working on has made me earn my keep. It's not an easy one to cut. The personality of this field is a little bit on the grouchy side. It's not a flat, smooth surface. There's rocks and some really deep ravines. So it's kept me on my toes for most of the day. Nicer personality field so far. I don't video while we're dumping on the go very often, but since this is a decent field and I'm not having to pay attention to what I'm doing, I mean I do, but not as much. I'll show you, we do dump on the go. Typically when we don't dump on the go, it's because the grounds don't allow for it. There's ditches, there's hills. It's not that we don't want to, it just makes more sense not to.